Guys, welcome. Welcome, everybody. I'll try to move the white thing over, the Dungeon Police application over. That way you guys can still see how long I have left on the ban and chat moving. Because I am the best content creator that this game has, and I'm pretty disgusted that creators like Jay Griffia and Repos and Ken Nobby, all they do is go into high roller trios with meta builds and they kill people all day. It's all they do. They're literal psychopaths, and sociopathic behavior exists because there's not a big enough dungeon police force to exert control, influence, and authority in the dungeon. So if it was up to me, I'd arrest all three of those individuals immediately. But last time I tried to do that, Repos killed me. And I went back and he killed me again. So fuck Repos. He should be arrested, but honestly, he's too strong, dude. He's like as strong as the Lord of War or the Lich. That dude is one-shotting people with a crossbow while bunny hopping. I can't stop him. So anyway, you had to go through the dungeon police application in order to become a DPD detective, and there are a lot of important questions on here, and I'm not going to read them all because now we're going to dive in. And let me pull up very, very quickly my dungeon police chief document, which has a lot of very important information, like the fact that I have to go to court on January the 20th at 2 p.m. Central, and I've been mandated by King Glocktain to hand over all of my artifacts and my skull keys and my gold coin chests. I am stripped of my land and my loot and my knighthood, and I'm banned. So now let us do dungeon police shit. Here we go. The good news is we've already done a couple things. We have a lot of big ideas up. We have a lot of big ideas. We're going to have to infiltrate the illegal gambling rings inside of Dark and Darker. That's real shit, and people are losing real artifacts and real amounts of fantasy gold by gambling. That's illegal. I'm telling you right now, that's fucking illegal, and they better not be in my dungeon. I am infiltrating these gambling rings, and we're going to make some arrests. That's coming up, but we already had a couple court cases and some fines sent out, and then I have my court case coming up because there is a higher authority than the chief of the dungeon police, and that's the king. And King Glocktain wants me to give away all my shit. But anyway, this will be tarot cards would be cool. I agree with that. We'll see what happens with the Dark and Darker card game, but tarot cards would be cool. So this is DPD applications for January the 13th, Year of the Snake. And we have 29 applications. So the first application is from Crim, the best so bad mod in existence ever. So let's see. This is going to be Crim. Applicant, Crim. And we have to keep in mind, we could just go up a little bit. This is all canon. Crimson was already accused of murdering random sentient beings for literally no reason at all. And he was already pretending to be dungeon police before he even filled out his paperwork. I revoked his badge and I fined him 1 golden key. The good news is he's a good citizen and he paid his 1 gold key fine. So as far as I'm concerned, he's innocent. Innocent until proven guilty unless you pay. So he was innocent, and then I proved him guilty, and then he paid, and now he's innocent again. That's called corruption. The slate is wiped clean. Honestly, Iron Mace employs the same tactics because I was banned for 3 days and stripped of my knighthood, and I was told I could reapply to be a knight once I'm unbanned. So I will also be innocent after I'm done being guilty, and I admitted guilt. I teamed. Okay, so how many hours have you spent in the dungeon, Crim? Over 1,000. I believe that. I do believe that. He is a fence, and he's been around for a long time. Are you comfortable risking life and limb to uphold the laws? Yes. Okay. He likes helping people. That's not that relevant for being a police officer, in my opinion, but he likes helping. I think the most important part of the police is to police the dungeon and to put criminals either into a grave or bring them in for questioning. So you don't have to be as helpful as you have to be authoritative and forceful. So please describe your last interaction with an adventurer. I arrested a warlock and his cleric ran at me attempting to cause bodily harm, resulting in self-defense. Yep, that's true. He was guilty of this. And it turned out it wasn't self-defense. He just killed that guy for no reason, but he paid his fine, so innocent. Okay, you open a door and you see a rogue go invisible, and you hear a druid turning into a panther. What do? He initiates an arrest. That is a good thing for a cop to do. I agree with that. Arrest the rogue first because he's scum, and invisibility is a crime against all beings. Invisibility is fucking banned. No invisibility potions, no bard invisibility songs, and no wizard invisibility. All creatures need to exist on the plane of visibility, and it's unfair and overpowered that they can go invisible, so fuck them. That's like Penal Code 1. You cannot go invisible. I'm gonna write that down, dude. That needs to be added ASAP. This is important. Laws of the land. And keep in mind, this is now canon. Invisibility is hereby declared illegal by the chief of the dungeon police. So bad strange. That's illegal, bro. That's overpowered and illegal. I don't know what the fine's going to be for that. We'll have to think about it. I think it should be death. Honestly. Punishable by death. I don't care, dude. If they're invisible, kill them. And now everyone knows. So don't go invisible. That's scum behavior. And that's lowly fucking rogues are waiting around corners with ambush. And if they go invisible, you kill them. That's illegal now. So please submit your clips. Submit your clips of killing players who go or are invisible. And I will reward you. I don't know how. I might just take your clip and I might just make a video about it. That's the reward. You're famous because you're awesome, because you uphold the laws of the land. Thank you. Submit those clips into my Discord, which you all should join because we have cool shit like wanted posters. And yeah. There is a clips channel. Please submit them there. All right. Oh, he's a subscriber. That gives him like 25 points on this police application. He's actually subbed. And I'm too lazy to check. I'm just going to believe things that people say. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. He handles artifacts. He does. He's a fence, and he's sold a lot of artifacts. And he only skims a little bit, as far as I'm concerned. He takes 30% of everything he sells. And that's inflation, and that's fucked up. And why does he get 30% of my Fulgore for selling it? I don't know. But that's just how it is. Describe a challenging situation you had with another adventurer. Had to play with so bad. It was like hurting a bunch of cats. Yes, I agree with that. I'm fucking weird. And I talk to myself out loud, and that's my job. That's my actual job. And it's more important to me to talk out loud to myself than to play with my teammates and pay attention to the video game. Because that's just a video game. I like talking. All right, what class are you? He's a barbarian. Perfect. He's a meta slave. We need those. We need as many barbarians as fucking possible because they win. They win fights. It's free. They just W key and right click with hatchet. How do you handle stress? A little grave essence a day keeps the stress away. This man is snorting Genie. Yep. Genie is, you know what? That's a new law of the land. Grave essence should be issued to all DPD detectives. It's a safe stimulant to snort in the dungeon. We need energy. We need energy to deal with all the criminals. G&E is a go. And we should probably come up with a cool phrase for that, like G&E or BSC. I don't fucking know. It will, but that'll have G&E. Somebody come up with a good slogan for G&E. He can work the weekends and the holidays. And we're assuming that everybody can work the weekdays, because if you can't work the weekdays, then you can't be a DPD detective. This is real shit. And someone else just finished their application. So I have, right now, possibly a dungeon police force of 31 detectives, including me as the chief of police. Obviously, most of these people aren't going to make it, because they probably can't be trusted. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might, get 5 or 2 or 1 or 0. We'll see. He's good without the union because we don't have one and we never will. The life of DPD is hard and thankless. He's going to put the work in. Okay, that's good. He killed Soapy. That's king shit. All right, he killed seriously Soapy in cold blood, and that's murder. So he cannot be. This is over. He cannot be a fucking detective. He just admitted to murdering somebody in cold fucking blood, and that is something you're not allowed to do. You can't be a murderer. It was even on this application somewhere. It said, "Are you a murderer?" Where's that at? Let's see if he lied. Wait, where's the thing about murdering? Oh, you must not be a murderer. It's in the qualifications. It's in the fucking qualifications. No, dude. No, denied. D fucking denied. Applicant Crim denied. Self-admitted to being a fucking murderer. I can't have murderers on the force. That doesn't make sense. You need to stop crime, not do crime. Application denied. This is fun. I'm gonna read the rest of his response though, because that's hilarious. Let's see what else. Maybe if he wasn't a murderer, he would be a good fit. But now he probably has to pay 1 gold key for me to wipe his slate clean, and I'm gonna write that. He needs to go to court. Go to court. Date TBD, and pay a fine. You're a murderer. That's 1 gold key. 1 actual golden key. No bullshit. I already got tricked once. I was given gold and lockpicks, and they said it was a golden key, and honestly, that was funny. That was funny, dude. That was a golden key. But now that joke's over. An actual golden key is your fucking fine. Okay. So, he would have dealt with failure with alcoholism, and I understand that. I do. These are real creatures with real crimes, and people have real addictions in a real dungeon in a real fantasy environment. And one of those is alcoholism and probably like addiction to G&E, because it's a great stimulant in the dungeon. A need for authority and power matched with an anger issue against minority classes. Holy shit. This guy doesn't like rogues. He would have been such a good fit for this job. It's too bad he's a fucking murderer. It's too bad. Are you a protected veteran? Yes. Okay, so he probably was in the great tri-colored lizard wars of red, blue, and green in the yonder days of Dark and Darker and the start of this kingdom. Thank God that a bunch of this kingdom was built on the backs of enslaved lizards from the tri-color lizard race war. Thank God. What are your 3 biggest weaknesses? Women, being touched, and questions from my authority. That is a great weakness to have. Yeah, he doesn't want his authority questioned. That's a good weakness. Being touched, yeah, I don't like that either. I frequently kill people that touch me in the dungeon. Don't touch me. I'm the chief of police. What are your 3 greatest strengths? Able to be bribed. Okay, well, I mean, we talked earlier about skimming, and he's a fence. That makes sense. But that's only 1 strength. That's weak. I need somebody with 3. You can't even name 3? I have like 100 probably. All right, describe yourself in 1 sentence. Porn addicted police academy graduate. No, that's not true. That's a lie. You never went to training. Wants to change the world. That's fair. That's fair. It's a hard place. Succumb to corruption, greed, and the jadeness of the fucking world. That is a good sentence. You basically said you're a piece of shit and you're going to succumb to corruption, greed, and probably not be a good officer. But I respect that because you know your own future and you would have been a good cop. I'm sorry that you're a stupid murderer. All right, you're in the boss room. You see a team coming in, 2 different teams coming in. What do? Beat my chest like a gorilla, yell some nonsense in VoIP, and then run to the north. That's a good play. That's a good play. That's a distraction. He went in a direction where the teams weren't coming from. I applaud that. Have I mentioned I can be bribed? You did. You did mention that. Denied. Application fucking denied. You goddamn murderer. You fucking criminal scum. You're the person that we're trying to stop. Next application.